Hello, everybody. Did you know that South America down here is over 8 times the size of Greenland, which is this large landmass up to the north? Oh, don't believe me? Why don't we go ahead and take a look here? Let's type in Greenland, and as you'll see, the closer we get to the equator, the true to size we become with the actual land that it takes up. And if we get even closer here, you can see that Greenland doesn't even take up half of Brazil. Intense, incredible, isn't it? That the distortion of the maps that we see on a common occurrence leads us to believe that Greenland is larger than South America. But that's not all. That's not all. If we take the United Kingdom, let's bring it down here, and we take Japan, let's also bring it right over here across America. You see these two countries here? If we add up both of those countries there, they will be slightly bigger than Madagascar. That's right, Madagascar is not a tiny little island like everyone thinks it is. It is a very, very massive, massive island. Kind of incredible, isn't it? Kind of incredible, isn't it? How we are led to believe that one kingdom is larger than another just because it's not even in our mind. That's not all, guys. If we take Russia, as you can see it here, wow, Russia's really big, isn't it? Wow, Russia's monstrously large. How incredibly insane is that? Oh, wait, what are you doing with Russia there? What are you doing with Russia there? Wow. Wow, look at Russia. half of Africa? Can you believe that? Russia takes up half of Africa. How insane is that? How insane is that? That's not all, guys. You see Antarctica down here? This giant landmass that is known as Antarctica. What if we took Antarctica and brought it to the rest of the world? Becomes a little bit of a different story here now, doesn't it? When you compare it to South America, to Africa, to Australia. If you bring it up, make it bigger. Of course, as we get further north, Russia. If you bring it over here to the United States, a little bit of a different story. Does that put a different perspective on you? Does that change things up a little bit? I know it did for me when I first found out about this. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how we don't really have a good picture of the true size of the world. We just take things as we see them. And if you were to look at a standard map and take it as you saw it, this is what you would see. That is exactly what you would see. If you were to go to Wikipedia, for example, that is exactly what you would see. The disproportionate sizes of the lands of the world. Just something to think about. Just something to think about.